Consider this your trigger warning. The following program is strictly satire and is not meant to be taken seriously. So don't get all butthurt, you liberal snowflakes, just because we skewer your sacred cows and expose all your lies and hypocrisy. Truth hurts, and so does satire. So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, and hey, welcome back to me. I had a very, well, obviously a dear family member ended up with some health stuff, had to go take care of some business, and I'm back. And it has been rough on the whole internet access lately. Some strange stuff going on, folks. It is a dumpster fire, though, not in my personal life, but out there, and in the world that we live in. So get your questions in. I want to get to what you have on your mind. I have not been disconnected from what's going on, but I haven't been able to get it out there. And it really is building up inside of me. My absolute frustration with what's going on. So I just want to briefly breeze through a few topics. Starting one, the homosexuals and monkeypox. That is their problem. Monkeypox is being spread by the homosexuals having orgies. Geez, Pride Month just finished, and now there's a monkeypox outbreak? Have you seen the videos of Dr. Tedros dancing in what is clearly a homosexual come and get me outfit? I'm tired of these fucking people. Sick and tired of them. It's not that they're out there. It's that they're out there and then they're in our faces. And it's the in our faces that's pissing me off. And they're pushing for a violent world, folks. They're pushing for a violent world. And now Tedros, who's one of these fruitcakes, Tedros, leader of the World Health Organization, wants authority over the whole planet in case there's an outbreak. Well, all of a sudden, just a couple of months before our election, there's a worldwide outbreak that we're all supposed to be scared of. Sorry, not scared of an outbreak because it doesn't affect me. I'm not the one out there getting butt rammed by all these fruitcakes. And now moving on, if we shall. What's going on around the world? These whacked out, crazy, freaking pro-Palestine, pro-jihad, pro-Muslim, these type guys right here. These jihad Joes. Jihadi Joes. I'm watching videos of them beating up regular people, men, women, children, killing people because they think they're justified. And what's more disgusting are the British judges sentencing children and old men to jail for merely speaking up and having an opinion. They are jailing women for praying silently in their heads. And they're allowing Muslim men, these jihad Joes, to threaten white people. We're going to kill you all. That's why we're here. And the police are standing by. They are literally, folks, getting on their hands and knees and bowing down to these clerics in England, in Scotland, in Wales, in Ireland. I am physically, vomitously ill with these people. No more. Not that I ever allowed it in my life or my community or my state or my nation, but I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of fucking seeing it and hearing about it. All of this anti-American shit. All of this anti-culture, right? It's counterculture, destroy America shit. And I want to explain with an example the retardation of Democrats in America. You know, England's got its problems. It's going to have to fight its way through. Literal, folks. It is now going to be a crusade, not to take over and free the Holy Land, but to take back our own lands from these people. Let me explain Democrat retardation. Congressional representative, and she is, by the way, from the great state of Florida, Anna Paulina Luna. She appeared in a Make America Great Again one-piece swimsuit. She modeled it. She modeled a swimsuit, says "Make America Great Again." She did that in a video, and Democrats are losing their minds. They are offended. They're disgusted. They're mad. How dare she? So this is the party, the Democrat Party, that shot and approves of gay porn videos in Congress, in the Senate. This is the same party that's okay with shooting Ashley Babbitt in the head live. No problem. That police officer, or shall we say government agent, was never charged with anything. They're okay with Bill Clinton shooting his load all over Lewinsky's blue dress. They love transvestites shaking their genitals in front of children. These are the same Democrats who allowed and encouraged America to burn in 2020. And these Democrats, have sainted George Floyd for dying while overdosing on fentanyl and passing counterfeit cash. So to honor him, they arrested, charged, and threw in prison a police officer who was arresting a dying man. This is the same party that is disgusted with Anna Paulina Luna for wearing a Make America Great Again one-piece bathing suit. This is the same party that is okay with Hunter Biden and his pictures and videos revealing hookers, cocaine, and potential underage girls having sex. Right? It's the Democrats who are offended that a straight woman would do such a thing as wear a bathing suit and not be a disgusting, filthy trans testicle. Okay, folks, these people have pissed me off something fierce. And you, my friends, better get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. I know you're prepared. Get right with it up here, because it's your plan, folks. It's your plan. They are not quitting. Kamala Harris and her campaign have faked headlines and put them out there. And the mainstream media picked up her propaganda, her campaign propaganda, and carried them as if they're true headlines, real news. And CNN today came out and says Kamala's campaign, that it pushed fake headlines inside Google advertisements, and said, this is what CNN says, well, it's up to the people to know better. So their defense is, right, it's not Kamala's fault for lying. It's people's fault for believing the lies and believing us, the mainstream media. So the way I see this is fake news, misinformation, disinformation, and outright lies are fair game, and people should figure it out when Democrats lie. But if a Republican or anyone out here wants free speech, you're not allowed to have it. Trump especially is not allowed to have free speech. Never forget that they lie, folks. Never. Everything they say is a fucking lie. Kind of like Kamala Harris. Well, elect me at day one and I'll fix all the problems. Well, bitch, day one was 3.5 fucking years ago for you. What have you done in 3.5 years? You have run us into the ground. You have allowed our country to be invaded, and it is still being invaded, folks. Did you know that crime is down in Venezuela, Colombia, Central American nations that are sending all of their criminals up here? They're emptying their prisons and telling them, head north to America. You come back here, we'll shoot you. We'll kill you. Go to America, they'll give you money. And that's why we're getting inundated with illegals who are criminal-minded. They have criminal records. They don't understand morality or decency on a human level, much less an American level and understanding of our law, our culture, and what this country, our language is all about. It's unbelievable, folks. It's unbelievable. And it's not just these foreign fuckers, folks. It is people in charge here. Kamala, yes, she is a complete loser and she's going to destroy this country, right? But, you better get ready. You better get set, because Judge Juan Merchan, he wants to sentence Trump on September 18th. Sounds like he wants to give him a sentence and send him to prison for no crime. Remember, Trump committed no crime. They found him guilty of 34 felonies of nothing. Meanwhile, Stolen Valor, Twinkie Toes Timmy, Tampon Walls. He has committed stolen valor again and again and again and again, claiming to be a combat veteran, claiming rank he did not achieve for not just years, not just a couple episodes, but for decades. And he continues to do it. He's actually gotten mad that people won't just let it go. Where's the charges? The man is continuing to have criminal activity. Right? He hasn't apologized. He hasn't said, okay, I'll stop. He hasn't admitted guilt. He hasn't admitted it was wrong. He didn't, well, oh, wait. He misspoke, we were told. He has misspoke dozens, if not hundreds of times. Not just over the last couple of weeks, but for decades, folks. Year after year after year, he has made claim after claim of being a combat veteran, and you are not allowed to do that. That is a crime. It's a crime. Oh, now it's free speech, I guess, huh? This is who these people are. Trump, no crime. Go to jail. You, Twinkle Toes Timmy, you're fine. You can commit all the crime you want, right? And he's now trying to play the victim card, folks. He's trying to play the victim card. I don't understand why he isn't under arrest and charged for the crime of stolen valor. It's a real federal crime. I mean, like it or not. I mean, if someone wants to claim that there's something they're not, you're an idiot. You deserve it. You've got a problem in your life if you have to claim that. This guy obviously has all kinds of fucking problems. He to me looks and sounds and acts like some kind of fucking closet pedophile. He has children. He likes children showing up at gay pride events. He is a sick bastard, folks. All of these fuckers are sick. And I'm tired of giving them a fucking pass. They don't get a fucking pass anymore, folks. But it's nice, folks. They're not just fucking us up. They're fucking themselves up. The leftists out there, the wackos, the radicals, the authoritarians. Remember the other day when I said, hey, look, over here on the left, you've got communists, you've got fascists, you've got socialists of all ilk. You also have, folks, the jihadi fascists. They're all authoritarians. Way over here, this is freedom. Here you have fascism, socialism, communism, jihadism, right? Radical religious authoritarianism. They're all over here together. They're all lefties. Freedom's over here. This is where we need to be, folks. Freedom, prosperity, liberty, and happiness. These are the most miserable motherfuckers on the left. Fascists, communists, socialists, and these jihadi fucks who love having sex with little girls and goats. And they want to kill and destroy you. That's right. These guys right here, Jihad Joe and their likes, their ilk. So they're set on self-destruct, folks. The pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, pro-terrorist idiots have stormed the kickoff rally for the Democrats. That's right. You bet, folks. The Kamala, Camel Ho, and Twinkle Toes Tampon Timmy, their campaign has been attacked. Smoke bombs, violence. The left is going after the left. They are all so enamored with themselves and so interested in getting in front of cameras that they're hurting each other. Mass arrests, they're coming. Don't worry, it's going to get better, folks. The Democrat National Convention is just getting started, and they're going to take themselves out. There's, I believe, 30,000 pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian, pro-Jihad Joe, 30,000 people who have this mentality, whether they look like that or whether they look like they're white, liberal, spoiled fucks. They are ready to go to battle, folks, in Chicago. They've got somewhere between 500 and 1,000 new showing up every day, getting ready to protest Kamala. You bet, folks. They're on self-destruct. My recommendation, get the fuck out of their way and let them do it. Let them do it. But they are all broken, folks. Broken. Every last one of them. Now, Chicago, guess what? They're ramping up their courtrooms. They're preparing for mass arrests. The police are expecting not 30,000 or 40, but as much as 100,000 pro-terrorist protesters. How can you be pro-terrorism and not be called a fucking protester that is actually a terrorist? I mean, they're actually terrorists. They just aren't killing anyone yet. Don't worry, it's coming. At some point, they're going to become violent to the nth degree, right? They're carrying machetes and hacking people to death over in the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Ireland. They're hacking people to death and raping women and little girls. Expect more trouble, folks. Get out of their way. They are sickening to me. They truly are, folks. The leftists are sickening. Has anyone forgotten that Trump was there was an assassination attempt? That Trump got shot through the air? That his cranium, his skull, was missed by a mere couple of inches. Even one more inch could have disabled and killed him. 1 inch from here, 1 inch could have taken out the side of his head. Look, they've now released photos, and the Secret Service did nothing, not a fucking thing. Photos are being released that show Thomas Crooks, the assassin, walking around. Now, they're calling him a would-be assassin and a shooter. No, he's an assassin. He was just a terrible assassin. He is an assassin. He's just a shitty shot, but he's an assassin nonetheless because he failed. He failed as an assassin, but he's still an assassin. So they released a photo of him walking around with a fucking rifle on his shoulder, right? He had his AR-15, walking around with his gun in plain sight while President Trump was speaking. And it was allowed. Once again, assassinations don't happen. They're allowed. The Secret Service, the SS, and the FBI. We're trying to figure out, people are out there researching, trying to figure out who it was in Washington, D.C. that was in contact with Thomas Crooks, the would-be, wannabe failure of an assassin. And we're supposed to pretend like everything's fine. I believe it's Amazon's Alexa is saying that Trump's assassination wasn't an assassination attempt. No. It wasn't really an assassination. They're trying to bury it and hide it still. We have 100% real fucking evidence, right? But no one's being arrested. No one's being hauled into jail. No one's being booked for allowing this crime, a conspiracy to allow Trump to be assassinated. Unbelievable. You know, we shouldn't worry about Trump. Nancy Pelosi, she told us the real truth, that the attack on her husband was worse than the assassination attempt on Trump. Did you know that? That's right, the late night hammer attack. You know, the queer-felching, hammer-fisted, butt pirate love spat between her husband and a fruitcake for hire. That Paul Pelosi episode was worse than Trump getting a bullet go through his head. Fortunately, just the ear portion. Are you sick and tired of this shit? Are you? You should be. Because they're not going to fucking quit, are they? No, they are not. These leftists are out of their fucking gourds. Are you prepared for what they're going to do? As we get closer, folks, to Election Day, November 5th, expect this to get off the hook. I mean, get that. Okay, President Trump has Mar-a-Lago Estate in Florida, Palm Beach. He's been there for years and years and years and years and years. Brings lots of attention, lots of money to the city. Did you know that the mayor wants to shut down his estate? Are you fucking kidding me? The local mayor is a giant dumbass partisan. But he thinks he can shut down the Mar-a-Lago estate. Who the fuck is the mayor that he can go after private property like that? And it's partisan. obviously partisan, and Republicans are getting sick and tired of this stupid shit. It's going to get violent soon. I'm not encouraging it, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen, folks. Are you prepared? People are sick and tired of this shit. They're getting sick and tired of this stupid shit, and it's not going to end, though. The lies are going to continue. The lies are going to continue, folks. Just like Google. Okay, we're supposed to believe that Google had a glitch that allowed Camel Ho Harris. This glitch allowed her campaign to run ads with fake headlines to deceive voters. Google is blaming a glitch. We're supposed to believe that the most powerful, high-tech, social media search engine hub in the world, Google, had a glitch that just happened to allow Kamala Harris to lie in such a way as to convince people that her propaganda and bullshit was fact. I don't care if someone wants to lie, misinform, disinform. That's fine. You go ahead and do that all you want, because when you're proven wrong, when you're proven to be a liar, the people know. And they're continuing, we, us, me, you, we're continuing to show that Camel Ho is a liar, that Timmy Waltz is a sack of shit, that Democrats are fucking freaks, that they are all anti-American and they're traitors and they need to be arrested and prosecuted, but they're going to lie about it. They're going to lie about it and let them get away with it. And they are going to continue to get attacked for it, folks, because they are hypocrites. Democrats want to play this side, then they want to play that side. They want to be for Israel, then they want to be against Israel. They want to be for America, democracy, while destroying America, the republic. They want to be all about human rights and freedom of this and freedom of that, except for your freedoms. And they're freedoms. U.S. Constitution. Those are freedoms they're not allowed to touch. Yet that's the very thing they want to put their stinking, grubby little paws on. You know, while these fucking clowns here can shout anti-Christian, anti-white, anti-American slogans in our country and anti-everything else in every other country, we can't say a fucking word about it. And England wants to threaten me and you and say, you're not allowed to talk. We'll extradite you. We'll come after you. We're keeping track of you. Go fuck yourself, England. Not going to happen. Over my dead body, you cocksuckers. Not happening. But the Democrats can't handle it, folks. They're trying to play all sides at once. Right? Columbia University. The president there has resigned. Why? Because pro-Hamas demonstrators are threatening and abusing her. Yeah, that's right. She says that she's had threats and abuse. This Columbia president making, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, if not millions, sitting on her ass, polishing a fucking leather chair, hiding in some ivory tower at fucking Columbia, wants to complain of threats and abuse. How the fuck does this bitch think students feel who can't hide like she does, and especially Israeli students or anyone who looks Jewish or wants to defend the Israelis? They're a bunch of hypocrites and a bunch of fucking cowards. Meanwhile, we're putting up with World War III threats from a little rinky-dink, light in the loafers, skinny jeans wearing faggot Zelensky. Voldemort Zelensky. You know what that little cocksucker's up to besides that at a bus station for money? He has approved. That's right. He has approved. Voldemort Zelensky has approved an operation, a military operation to what? To blow up the Nord Stream Russian pipeline that heads into Europe. That's right. Since when does this little chicken shit bastard have the authority and the military might to blow up a pipeline? He's going to fuck he's going to fuck Russia's sales up. He's also going to fuck up European businesses, homes, and economy. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has approved the demolition of the Russian gas pipeline. Who the fuck is he? See, it's not just Russia that he's going to hurt. It's all of Europe. And I guess if all is fair in love and war, Zelensky, then all is fair and Putin can strike anywhere and everywhere that he wants. You see how they're pushing this World War III? A little literal belly dancing homosexual fruitcake in charge of Ukraine is going to fuck over every European with his plan. Stand by, folks. Stand by. They want to blow up the pipeline, and they want the World Health Organization to blow up the rest of the planet. Are they hell-bent on another fucking pandemic? Do they really think we're going to buy that shit? Is the rest of the world going to buy it? Right? If you don't want monkey packs in your butt, right? You know, they even changed the name. They started calling it Mpox. No. It's monkeypox. It's butt monkeypox. It's butt. I wonder if they named it after the rainbow dildo butt plug monkey. I wonder if they named the monkeypox after that freak. Oh, folks, I'm telling you, it's getting off the hook stupid. It truly is. It truly is. I hope you are ready. Okay. Mr. Uman has a correction for me. He says, I believe the story was that Zelensky, did approve the attack on the Nord Stream pipeline that happened in 2022. Okay, so he was responsible for the, tripling, quadrupling, quintupling of the energy prices in Europe? Everyone pretended like it wasn't them. They claim that Russia blew up their own fucking pipeline. But Zelensky did approve, huh? Yeah, here we are years later. Now they want to take credit for something. The whole fucking thing stinks. It all stinks. Every last one of these fuckers stinks. There's no way around it, folks. They stink. Crap. Absolute crap. I mean, what do you think is going on, folks? We've got massive inflation. The stock market is back up to all-time highs. Things are just crazy off the hook. Normally, when the market's strong and the U.S. dollar is strong, gold is down. Gold is up at an all-time high. It is a shit show, an absolute shit show. And there it is again, right? Fucking liberals losing their shit over everything that has to do with freedom and liberty. All right. Chin Music, I see that you've got a bunch of emails into me. I just got done dealing with work and the family situation in the hospital. But I'm back here on the channel, and I'm not going anywhere. I guess they could silence us all, right? They could silence us, but I'm not going away. Let's do this. It's the half-hour mark. It is a fucking dumpster. It's a dumpster fire of SHTF. Absolute dumpster fire. I hope you have firearms, and I hope you have magazines. I hope you have ammunition, because at some point, you just might need it. We need it from what? Need it to protect you from these left-wing losers like this guy.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15. Hell
Beto O'Rourke is, he's another one of these limp-wristed, light-in-the-loafers fruitcakes. And let's do it. Let's find out what you want to talk about. What is on your mind? What do you want to discuss? Right here on the Prepared Mind channel. Mr. Uman, he says we should take a look at diving frog. And I want to thank Mr. Uman for doing such a good job year after year with you guys and me and us and the whole show. Same with Jolene. She's always there in the background, always working. So Diving Frog says, John, with all the shit happening in England it sure lets you know Charles has absolutely no power or balls. Then maybe he wants it to happen. The jihadi uprising in England and all of the United Kingdom is not an accident. It is not Europeans, or rather Britons, who are interested in this uprising. It's not like the whole country converted to Islam and decided they're tired of Christianity. So yes, the government wants it to happen. Flaggett Keir Starmer, who licks the backside of Muslim clerics, and he likes it. He is the one who just in 2 months has turned England from what little freedom it had left into a Soviet system where if you speak against his truth, you go to prison. If you speak against his truth, you're arrested and you are, well, disenfranchised from your wealth. They steal your money. They lock you up. They fine you. These are sick fucking people. King Charles, coward. That's correct. No power, no balls. They're allowing it to happen. In fact, they're causing it to happen. What kills me is the fucking mayor of London. What's his last name? Khan? Is it Khan, Uman? Yep. Khan. Khan says, hey, that's just part of living in a big city. Terrorism. It just comes part and parcel with being in a large city. Oh, really? Really? That's why in, I don't know, let's call it Tokyo, Japan. 13 million people in Tokyo, Japan. How much jihad terrorism do they have? None. Zero. Zip, zilch, nada, niente. Fucking none. 9. None. They do want it to happen. They want to get rid of people who have rights, freedom, intellectual thought. They love having these fucking morons in their country. Folks, understand, the left, whether it's socialist in Europe or socialist in America, socialist in Canada, it doesn't matter. They need stormtroopers. They need thugs on the ground. Germany had its what? Hitler Youth, its brown shirts, and then it moved on to its stormtroopers, its SS. So America was hoping Antifa would be, well, not America. The Democrats in America were hoping Antifa would be the ones. Turns out Antifa are a bunch of fucking cowards. They were hoping BLM, a bunch of homosexual, transgender blacks. That is who BLM is, folks. They were hoping they would be their stormtrooper brown shirt thugs, and they actually suck. Well, they caused all kinds of damage, but who did they attack? Well, police and businesses. The radical jihad Joes out there. They are doing exactly what the power structure wants, and that's why they've imported them into America, because they did so well in Europe the last few years. They are attacking the people. They're attacking the culture. They're attacking the countries at their hearts, at their core, and they're destroying countries. Now, other nations are waking up quickly and saying, wait a minute, who the fuck thought this was a great idea? And they're saying no more burqas, no more face coverings, no more covering your head. It's an illegal dress. It is not part of the culture. You either get with the program and the culture or get the fuck back out. If you want Sharia law, go to a country where they have Sharia law. If you love Pakistan, go to fucking Pakistan. If you love Iran, go to Iran. Go back home, wherever the fuck you came from. You know why they're in Europe, folks? You know why they're in America? To rape it. To rape the wealth and rape the women. That's exactly why they're there. They're stormtroopers. They are thugs. They are emissaries of destruction and chaos. Bring it on, bitches. right? If you're here and you're not going to go home, if you want to have a war, start it. It's not going to end well for anyone. No one's going to like what happens. I'm not going to like what happens, but the problems will get solved one way or the other. Either we save America or America goes down. Same with Canada. Same with jolly old England. Same with the rest of the continent in Europe. You either straighten up or you're going to have to give it up. And these jihadis, these fucking morons, folks, they're inbred, low IQ, uneducated, completely brainwashed into believing that what they believe is absolutely correct. It is, folks. In fact, I'm now hearing, get this, I'm now hearing people around the world say that Islam is a cult of death. It is not a religion. It is an agenda. It is the cult of death. That sounds to me just like the Democrat Party, just like every socialist party. They're about death. Are you prepared? I sure hope so. Woo! Okay, man, who's up next? That was Diving Frog, and now we're on to Heidi, who says, sounds like I need more freedom seeds. My recommendation is yes. I'm going to tell you again, everyone, I like shotguns. Remember when Joe Biden said, hey, you don't need an AR-15? Yes, you do. You do need an AR-15. You need a handgun. You need a shotgun. Remember, Joe was like, get a shotgun. Put off a couple of rounds. Bam, bam. People don't listen to Joe Biden, but a shotgun, yes. My recommendation is you get a shotgun that has recoil absorption. Go to the gun store and say, I want a shotgun that doesn't have so much recoil that it hurts. And they have them, folks. They have good shotguns these days. The reason you want a shotgun is twofold. They're loud. Well, it's going to be a lot more than twofold then. They're very loud. That will scare people away from you. You don't want people coming to you in trouble times. You want them going the fuck away from you. If there's drones up there watching you or weaponized drones that can blow you up, shotgun will take them out of the air. And finally, folks, shotguns are extremely effective, especially with buckshot. You can't hit the entire side of the barn with them, but you're better off that way than you are in a lot of other cases, especially at night. Harder to aim and see at night. Shotguns work great, but definitely get your AR or any sort of automatic loading, not full auto, but automatic loading rifle. I've had it with these fucking people. I know what's coming. Folks, it may not be red-blooded American patriots going out there taking it to the bad guys. It's going to be bad guys bringing it to us and us having to blow them back out. Blow them back out the gate that they trespassed through to get to you. I don't put it past the government, folks, and the military of other nations trying to use drones on us. Drone technology has gotten here to spy on us and now to blow you to pieces. Yes, freedom seeds, Heidi. But if you're not a great shot, if you are rather frail, look into a low recoil shotgun. AR-15s, by the way, are very low recoil. Very low recoil. Just a little more than a BB gun. Frustrated as hell, folks, because people are continuing to get stupid. It's not an accident, right? I could forgive the government if they were like, ooh, that wasn't a good idea. Sorry about that. We're going to reverse it. No, they're like, fuck it. Illegal immigrants, it works great. Because it's doing exactly what they want, folks. They're inviting in thousands and thousands and thousands of illegals, and they are from bad countries. They are uneducated, untrained, worthless men. If they're so valuable, why don't they stay in their fucking country and make it happen? Because they don't want that. They're here to rape America and rape women. And if I was a woman, you bet your fucking ass I would be good with a gun. Bet your ass I would be. Saw a good meme today. It was like I wish these fucking people would hurry up and bring it on because I got a pie in the oven. I need to get done with this. Right? Yeah. We all know it's coming. It's just how bad and where at. How bad and where at. Fuck, you know what's going to happen. If they set off a bunch of shit and we have to erase these dumb bastards, we're going to get blamed. They're going to say, oh, there's a lot of lead in the water because there's been so many Americans shooting their guns. Now the groundwater is contaminated with lead. Just wow. Okay, let us continue. Mr. Uman, you can tell I'm in a great fucking mood. Name redacted says, John, I don't watch the mainstream media, but a few days ago, I watched 2.5 minutes, a piece on MSNBC. I was stunned. That stunned should be in all caps. If I had been in a coma and came to like a commoner, it would be easy to think what they said is true and factual. I realized that a person who tunes in their whole life has no idea. Well, I know what you're saying, name redacted. But if you took a person from 1995 and transported them to here and said, watch the news, what do you think of that shit? They'd lose their fucking mind. They'd be like, what do you mean the border's open? What do you mean there's 20 million fucking invaders? What do you mean the government's allowing it? What do you mean? What do you mean the president can't put two words together? What do you mean the mainstream media is a tool of the Central Intelligence Agency? What do you mean by that? Right? People used to think, wow, 1984, that would be a crazy thing. George Orwell's 1984 is dystopian nightmare. Transport them to today, they'd be like, holy fuck, it's on us. It's all over us. If we don't fight with free speech and keeping your gun handy and being prepared, having food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, it's over. It is absolutely over. This republic is on the fucking ropes in the corner, folks. We need to fight back. And I mean that in a political sense. The fight is coming. Be prepared to fight back. This is our last election. Folks, get this. Trump could be elected. We could have the election. Trump could win, and it could still be our last election. Are you aware of that? Do you believe that? Have you thought about that? Trump could be elected president. And Kamala may not let him in office. Have you thought about that? The Democrat Party, all of their scumbag bureaucrats, the communist Pentagon, which is stacked with communist generals and colonels and other officers that have been packed in there by Obama and have been butt packed in there by Biden. And, Biden, the guy he called the black guy, Secretary of Defense, Lloyd the Loser Austin. Yeah. Oh, that's right, folks. That's what Joe Biden called him, the black guy. No, it's Lloyd Austin. He's your Secretary of Defense. They've destroyed this country. They could say, we don't care if Trump won. He's a threat to democracy, and so he doesn't get to be president, even though he won the election. Or we could have the election, Trump wins, Trump takes office, is inaugurated, and the country is still plunged into fucking civil war and chaos, bedlam, partisan conflict, left and right, shit hits the fan, hot spots everywhere, Mad Max all over the place. Why? Because the left can't handle it. They fucking hate Trump, folks. And it's not Trump that they hate. Okay, Trump is a figurehead. Trump is a representative of what people want. People want American flags. People want apple pie. People want decency, honesty, nostalgia. They want the American dream. And the left fucking hates the American dream. They hate apple pie. They hate the American flag. They hate all things American and good. They hate white people. They hate conservative black people. Folks, black Americans are coming towards Trump more than ever because they're starting to see the hatred. And that's the thing. Name redacted. People, even though they've been watching the mainstream media, listening to the propaganda, hearing all of the mind control bullshit out there, they're still fucking waking up because they're starting to get hurt by it. People are getting kicked out of their fucking hotels, their apartments. They're getting kicked out of their condos because these fucking illegals are taking over and either kicking the people out or the government is kicking them out to make room for these fucking illegals. There is going to be, and I feel bad for any migrant worker or foreigner who is here lawfully, who has a travel visa, a green card, a work visa. They're going to get shit on. Absolutely get shit on and attacked by people who hear an accent and just want them fucking gone regardless. Want them gone regardless. All right, man, we got a few minutes left yet. Let's continue if we shall. Who's up next? It's Mikey G. And he says the squeaking wheel is about to get greased. That's an interesting comment there. Who are the squeaking wheels? Who are the squeaking wheels? These guys right here. Right? These people, they're squeaking. Kamala Harris, squeaking. Governor Hochul. Governor Gretchen. Twinkle Toes Tampon Timmy. Governor Ines or Invest or whoever that fucking idiot is in Washington State. And then Oregon. And then California. Right? That criminal bitch who is the governor of Arizona. New Mexico. All of these fucking liars around the country, all the way down to the city mayors who are absolutely corrupt. They're all screaming and yelling. They are squeaky wheel. And what's the grease do? Well, it silences the squeaks. So every one of these anti-American douchebags who are screaming their heads off, like Nancy Pelosi, oh, my husband getting attacked with a hammer by his homosexual boyfriend, that was worse than Trump. To her, it was worse than Trump getting shot at. Remember that little bitch with her, oh, that's just a great speech, Mr. President. All her bullshit. Fucking bitch. If your ideas are good, if your philosophy and concepts are sound, you can argue them. You can debate. You can have a discussion and a talk. You can point to examples where your ideas have been used and worked. That is how it should be. Now, let me tell you how it is. It is a fucking mess. Because the left doesn't have ideas. They have condemnation of America. They have condemnation of you. Have you noticed your food prices have gone up? Fuel, energy. The other fucking day, I mean, Gavin Newsom, fucking gruesome Newsom, scumbag, pedophile protector. He's a pedophile protector as governor. So is Twinkle Toes Tampon Timmy. They're protectors of pedophilia. They want children to be molested and forever fucked in the head. Gavin Newsom was asked, why are prices higher for energy in California? You know what his response was? 2 words. They aren't. Moving on. No. He got fact-checked by his own fucking people. They're like, by the way, 30 cents plus for a kilowatt hour versus Texas and Florida that are less than half that. In fact, jackass Zark Muckerberg of Facebook infamy, that little twinkle-toed piece of shit, guess what? Guess what? Right? He's come out and admitted that fact-checking is opinion, not facts. Because their facts that they're checking have to do with politics. And politics and policy are about opinions. Political opinions, yes. The fact is prices are up. That's not a policy decision. That's the result of a policy decision. If you want higher prices, you take certain steps. And voila, you get higher prices. Take other steps, prices come down. Right? There's some basic fundamental laws of nature, economics, etc. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. Right? These people are idiots. They're fucking everything up they can. All right, let us continue. I know I'm rambling on a bit. Mr. Uman, I miss being away, folks. I was going to do a Zero Dark today, but fucking internet. But I'm back anyways. We got Red Arrow Tinker, and he says, if let me reset here. Red Arrow Tinker, and if all this wasn't bad enough, the identification and social security numbers of 2.7 billion people in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom was stolen and sold. I don't like that number, Red Arrow Tinker. Canada is smaller than the United States of America, and so is England. America has 350 million people. So if we had, let's just say Canada was every bit as populated as the United States, and it's not. And let's just say that the United Kingdom was every bit as populated as the United States, and it's not. And they were all 350 million people. That would be just over 1 billion. So the number 2.7 billion. We need to figure out exactly, because I've heard that number, 2.7 billion. But essentially, it's got to be more than that, because the rest of Europe, I think Europe has 1.3 billion in it total. So you would have to combine all of Europe with all of America, Canada, Australia. Anyways, the entire Western world is what I believe. It's not just the UK, Canada, and US. The entire Western world has had their identifications, their social security number, their taxpayer numbers. In other words, their banking data, their credit scores, everything has been leaked and then sold. Oh, okay, 2.9 billion different records. So including social security numbers. So personal addresses, I know, was a big deal. Bank accounts, social security numbers, addresses, all of our records. So yeah, someone like me, I could have, well, an address in the bunker, a job or two, social security number, right? Factual data about, I could, every one of us can have 5 to 10 pieces of information that can be sold. I'm going to guess. I'm going to take a wild fucking guess and say it was China. China, as Trump likes to say. And if it wasn't China, it was the CIA and Google doing it so they can blame it on, I don't know, a princess in Nigeria. Or the European Union wanting to screw everyone over. They want to give it away, folks. They want to destroy everyone. So you and I thought that we're facing the enemy coming down the street at us. The government behind us that isn't really backing us up, they're selling us out. They told you, you need a social security number. You need a job. You need a bank account. You need an address. You need to be well established. You need to have all kinds of credit. And then they're going to turn around and fucking destroy it all. Work. You want the American dream. And they're going to fucking destroy it all. And they'll laugh gleefully like Kamala Harris. Fucking jackasses. And we, folks, for our part, played right into it. Oh, yeah, I've got to have a credit score above 800. Oh, I need a house so I can pay a shit pile of taxes. I need a very expensive car to drive around in. I need to spend at least $100,000 on a car and at least $500,000 on a house before I really feel like I've made it. I've arrived. I need to amass a bunch of wealth and put it into the stock market so they can fucking steal it from me. Right? That's the feeling a lot of people have. There's a huge wealth transfer going on right now. Right now. Inflation, taxes, real estate value, investments, and the fact we're being invaded by people who are robbing the government blind, and the government's like, you guys are all going to fucking pay for it too. Oh, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It is called shit has hit the fan. It has. It has. Mr. Uman, I've been going off here a little bit. Uh-oh, I think he's collapsed. Oh, no, wait, here we are. We got Diving Frog back. He says, in the end, the leftist leadership will implode on itself. That is correct, Diving Frog. I agree 100%. The political left is destroying itself. They would have no problem destroying our country, themselves, the Republican Party, and then handing everything over to what? A theocracy from Islam. They would love to have a caliph. They would love to have it. a religious government here that they just give to the fucking Muslims and go, here you go, have a fucking country. Meanwhile, there's lots of people to rape and screw and kill. It'll be great. Yep. Okay. Anyways. And Badass Diving Frog says the leadership will implode on itself. When it's gone that far is when you'll see mushrooms. He's not talking about cute little mushrooms that grow in the yard or under the leaves, a pile of leaves. No, he's talking about mushroom clouds, nuclear weapons. That's exactly what Zelensky is pushing for. Can you imagine the evil of that little fucker? How many times do you think he's been ass rammed and he's like, oh man, I'm going to punish the world because I'm a worthless little homosexual. I hate everybody and myself and everything. That's who these leftists are. They hate everyone. And they hate themselves. They hate being white or whatever color they are. They hate being American or whatever nationality they are. They hate other people like them. And they hate that they have wealth, that their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents worked their asses off to give them a country. And they hate themselves for it because people like Kamala, people like Hillary Clinton, people like Nancy Pelosi. And those are just the American versions, right? Germany had its own version, Angela Merkel. Right? England has had its various prime ministers, just sell them down. They hate themselves in their own country, so they'll destroy them, as if that will make them feel better. Right? Well, they've ruined people's lives, and they're like, hee, 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 hee. They can't get enough destruction. That's why they're the cult of death. They are the political parties of death. And they are the religion of death. You and I, we're in for one hell of a ride. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Because you're going to find out the value of it. You're going to find out the value of it. I heard someone today had something interesting to say. And I'm going to see if I can paraphrase it properly. No, I can't do it. They basically said, look, if you think you need a little bit of the things to get by, imagine the problems in this country being 2 times worse, or 5, or 10. Right? Someone who has a week's worth of food, that's going to last you a week. What happens after a week? What if you have a month's worth of food and the problems persist for 2 months, or 6? Or an entire year? We have huge, huge problems in front of us. Huge. Are you prepared? Okay, I tell you what, folks, I'm going to end it there. I have some more personal business to attend to, some health issues with some loved ones. So I'm going to go take care of that. I will be back. I will do Zero Dark 30. If I wake up and while it's dark out, the internet has failed, you would think, I did think that, well, it's dark out. 9/10 of the world is asleep. What that means is I'll have plenty of bandwidth and I can do a nice recording every day. Well, lo and behold, that's not how it works. Not in the world of Kamala and Joe Biden and Jihad Joe. Are you prepared, folks? You need to be, because chance favors the prepared mind. Understand our nation, understand our country, and don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Be faithful to what you know is right. Be faithful to what you know is the best form of government that man has ever had. Semper Fi, always faithful. Godspeed to America and you and I in our quest to battle evil. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Jihad Joe.